For my leisure exploration, I was originally planning on doing rock climbing. It's something I've been interested in for like a few months now. I thought that it would be a really easy thing to put like a solid hour into, see how I land on like the V levels, report back, see my scaling. The very same day that this project was assigned though, I got a call from my friend. Here's a quick reenactment of that. Hey, what's up?
Hey dude, you wanna go to a run fair?
Yeah, that sounds cool.
It's in 3 weeks, so have a costume and character ready by then.
Slight change of plans. I'm actually now doing my project on, put simply, Ren fairing. Put long, improvisational character and costume building. Fun. I say that with a sarcastic tone, but I want to note that this was the most fun I've had in probably the last 3 months, so if you ever get the chance to go to a Ren fair, do it. Week 1. I spent this first week really just planning out my character that I wanted to build. I've done like costume building in the past for like Halloween or like a party or whatever, but this was different because I had 0 source material to go off of. I was building my own character through how I'm decorating myself. The Renaissance is a time period with a very distinct clothing style. Going to a Renaissance fair is not that because everyone just dresses as fantasy. There is 0 like actual connection to the Renaissance other than the fact that like fantasy takes a lot of inspiration from the Renaissance time period. There are so many people who went as a wizard or a dragon or other fantasy element that I'm blanking on right now. After like 2 hours of scrolling on Pinterest and a good talk with my friend, I kind of had a better idea of what I was going for. Just kind of like a vague adventurer. I knew I needed like 3 main things to make my adventurer outfit work. A tunic, some big pants, and a cloak. Second week, I head off to a local thrift store. I found a dress shirt that fit me pretty well, so I bought it and then immediately chopped it up. I removed the collar and then I folded back the sleeves, stole some leather straps from my old backpack and stapled them together. Then I got a shoelace and like weaved it between my neck hole, and for like $6, this worked. I count that as a win, guys. Next, the pants. I had no clue where to find it. I looked around at like 2 other thrift stores, hoping maybe someone like had a Ren Fair costume. No, that one I did have to resort to Amazon, but like I still made it work. So yeah, we now get to the part of my costume that I was most excited about planning. This might be the best piece of clothing that I've ever purchased. If I'm alone in my room, I got the fans blasting, okay? It's really hot here, right? It's too hot to wear a hoodie, but it's too cold to just wear a tee. Cloak? Best middle ground. 3rd week, Ren Fair Day. Friends get picked up, we head out, we enter. Now here comes the fun part, and also an unfun part. The reason that this project isn't just costume designing is because that's not all that goes into this. It's playing a character for an extended amount of time without a script. It's improv. You're improving. The actors, the shopkeepers, the random Ren Fair goers, everyone is playing along in a giant make-believe game. Okay, prime example. We got approached by this actress who's playing an aristocrat, and she hired my friend, who was dressed as a jester, to go and annoy as many people as possible, and in reward, my friend got a ring. That's so sick. That all was the fun part. The bad part is this. Giant turkey leg. If you don't know, this is a staple at Ren fairs. Comically large turkey leg. It's like a challenge. Can you eat the turkey leg? I did, but it was my breakfast, lunch, and dinner for that day. I had to pack it up and bring it home. You overestimate how much you think that you can eat when you're hungry. I think I have a clip of me finishing it, so let's cut to that. To all the people who said that I wouldn't like this and that it's a waste of money and they don't actually taste good. You're right. To all the people who said that I would not finish it, you are wrong. Whole turkey leg down my mouth. I bought this at 10 in the morning. I've been just gnawing on it all day. Here are some other notable things we experienced while in character. A joust. That one was really cool because me and my friend group started a chant that the enemy jouster was a witch and should be disqualified, so that was pretty cool. Here's my friend group dancing to pirate jigs because a band of pirates showed up and took over stage. We also got pushed on a big swing. That one was just for fun. We weren't really in character. Overall, this experience was very, very fun and leisurely. I think a lot of my enjoyment stemmed from the fact that I had people guiding me on what to do. They told me to like have an idea of my character, make a costume, and like be ready to improvise. If you aren't into like improv or yes-anding, this might not be for you. A lot of the fun in a Ren Fair comes from the interaction with the people there. So if you don't like to talk to people, it might not be your thing. But if you can be social on the fly and like play a character for an extended amount of time, do it. You'll enjoy it. I went in with zero expectations just because I'm not really into fantasy, and I had a great time. So yeah, I give Ren Fair a B rating. Two months ago, my friend showed me an album that he had just finished producing, and it was so good. I was just sitting there listening to my computer like for the whole time. And as I was listening to it, I kind of thought, hey, I have so much experience and time pumped into visual arts, and I don't think I've ever tried musical arts or performing arts. And so I asked myself, can someone with zero musical experience create a good album? No, but that didn't stop me from trying anyway. For my leisure exploration too, I decided to produce an album. Kinda. I say kinda because it only has a runtime of like 6 minutes, so it's more like an EP, but I'll call it a baby album. It's called 3, like the smiley face. I spent 14 hours making it over like 2 weeks-ish. Every afternoon I would just hop on and mess around for like an hour. Not everything made the cut, but it was all a learning experience. And I'm gonna be honest, I really like this album. I have never really tried musical art at all, as I just said, and for the first time ever making music ever, it's not bad. It's not bad. I don't think it's terrible.
Put the replay on right now.
This project satisfies the 4th level of the Nash Pyramid, complete creative engagement, because I'm not making pre-existing songs, I'm making my own beats, I'm clipping my own samples, I'm writing my own lyrics. Hi guys. Literally never written lyrics before, I'm uncoordinated my chords before. Battleship, songs quite shit, creativity is fire, word playing, board games, fun, and leisure. Shout out to the S. Every afternoon, it's where I'm at. Note to future self, finish this line today. USB type A. Okay. Never written lines before, so I'm uncoordinated. My chords are coordinates before. Battleship, songs quite shit. Creativity is fire, leisure. Word playing, games, fun and leisure. This is for my recreation and leisure class. Shout out to recreation, because I couldn't get the recreation in there. Every afternoon, it's where I'm at. Note to future self, finish this line today. USB type A. Chords, USB type A. The hardest thing about this project was that towards the end, I had no clue what I wanted to like make a song about. I had put my random thoughts into song, and I was just like kind of running out. On my last track, I just start reading stuff out of my notes app. I want to go to a cat cafe. But even then, Note to Self is like one of my favorite tracks that I made. Even when I was struggling, I was having fun. I think the part I caught onto most easily was making a silly beat, because I know nothing about like music theory or anything, but I do know how to make a funny sound and change the pitch a bunch of times. The album was just entirely me exploring things, but I like kind of subconsciously had a theme going on, and that theme was learning to like making music, because like as I kept on getting skilled, I kept enjoying it more, and so my beats got happier and happier. And I have this one track in there that just basically says in a robot voice, hey, I kind of like this, I'm gonna keep doing this.
If I get better along the way and post real music, this would be cool, I guess.
This was a really fun project for me, and high key, I'm gonna continue to make music now, because I like it. It's really, really fun. Something that my friend Charlie kept on pointing out to me is that, like, I'm just a creative person in general. I love video editing. I love visual arts. I love now musical arts. I think now the only art form that I haven't tested is acting. So if you see me in Broadway in a few years, shout out Rec 10. How hard would it be to produce an entire album with, like, no musical experience at all?
Very.
Very. Okay. I could do that. Dude, would it be fun if I had, like, a silly producer tag? Something like...
Proudly produced by Giggle Maker.
America deserved 9/11. Fuck it, I'm saying it.
I am not going to sit here and indulge you in the idea that you're fucking enlightened or whatever.
This is so insane.
This is my working song.
Put the replay on right now.
Wait, I know that song.
Sometimes I think, is this all there is? Is life just some kind of horrific joke without a punchline? That we're all just biding our time until the sweet, sweet release of death?
Guess who made that song?
Hello. If you require a Spanish language version of this message, then write us a letter.
Esta canción fue creada por Giggle Maker.
Enter room with extreme caution. Please avoid being shot.
Honestly, this account started as a place to post shitposty music on, but I genuinely have been enjoying making beats, and have become embarrassed to post beats I deem not good enough, which is like, really paradoxical to the original intent of this account. Long story short, if I get better along the way and post real music, this would be cool, I guess.
Good. Reflect briefly on this classical music.
Fart sound effect.
Proudly produced by Giggle Maker.
Dookie fart. 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 This shit is terrible. I'm done.
Literally never written lyrics before. I'm uncoordinated. My chords before. Battleship songs quite shit. Creativity is fire. Word playing, board games, fun, and leisure. Shout out to the... Every afternoon, it's where I'm at. Note to future self, finish this line today. USB type A. Alright, I think we got that.
This song was made by Giggle Maker.
can't think of any lyrics, and the due date for this is fastly approaching, so here's me reciting the entirety of my notes app. I want to go to a cat cafe. The bruised parts of bananas taste better than the rest of the banana. Leve is the pirate that wants the One Piece or something, right? People can be named April, May, June, March, Julie, and Augustus, but being named September or October or February is unheard of. Hashtag name your kid February. Evil badminton is just goodminton. Beatboxing puppy. Make some noise if you love the environment. Making this album was so stupidly fun. I am a visual artist, and I've been making visual art for so long that I forgot what it feels like to just be entirely experimental and not know what you're doing. Trying musical art for the first time relit that spark, and I've been seeing that creative passion return to my visual art too. So I hope you enjoyed listening to my silly music as much as I enjoyed making it. This beat was proudly produced by Gigglemaker.